Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to some Runeterra. Think today we are going to try and do some expeditions because I heard that expeditions are pretty vital to your progression in the game and actually getting cards and stuff. Plus the game gives you a free expedition token. I don't know if I can get more of them, but so far I have one. Looks like you can also buy them with crystals, but you probably want to use your crystals for crafting cards early on, and then the paid currency in the game you can also buy your way in. But I heard that you can only do 3 expeditions a week, and there's only, I think the weeks reset on the same day as League, which would mean Tuesday. So we have 2 days to do our 3 expeditions. Let's go ahead and try one. I don't know if they'll give me another token for doing one. There's a trial, huh? More matches you win, the better your reward. I don't know how this works. Let's go ahead, begin trial 1. I think you go twice, and then you take your best record. Champion pick. Okay, so we're picking a champion here. So we pick a champion and 2 other cards to go with it. I don't really like Karma. Frostbite, the strongest enemy. I haven't played Freljord at all, but I think the Ash is pretty solid. So let's go ahead, take these. So we're gonna have a 45 card deck, or maybe like at the end. What is happening? No. Why? Why are all the frames dropping? No. Are we good? Do we stop dropping frames? Unstable. Poor network connection. I don't believe you. I think we're okay now. Maybe. We just dropped just about every frame for like... How many frames are there in a second? About 60 probably. Yeah, I'm streaming at 60. So we dropped... What is that, like 20 seconds worth of frames? Okay, what are we doing now? So now I guess we pick our second champion. We have Freljord. Ezreal could be really annoying. But do we really care if we're all about making people's attacks 0 with Frostbite? Then we might just want Hecarim. Hecarim and Ash. Is that what we want to do? I think so. Hecarim's a good card. I would definitely have him in my main deck. Oh, so now we're only getting 2 cards. So we get 6. And then for 13 we get 2 cards. If that's how it works. So we'll end up with 32 cards. So, it's going to give us exclusively Freljord and Shadow Isles now. We need to pick strong cards. Deal 4 damage to an enemy if it has 0 power, otherwise Frostbite it. Frostbite an enemy with 3 or less health. I think we want these right here. These are good low-cost spells that we can use in combat. +1 for each ephemeral ally. Don't know if we want those. Oh wait, now we can have Ionian too? So we're not limited to just these 2? Interesting. What do you do? When you summon an ally, give them +1/+1. Summon 2 1 costs. If an ally died this round, summon 2 spiderlings. These both seem pretty good for this format. Drawing more cards. Yeah, let's go with these. Alright, what do we got now? The Wild Claw seems very annoying for people to deal with. He's kind of like endgame win condition. Another Glimpse Beyond. Arachnid Horror can be really good early game. What do you do? Play Frostbite an enemy. That can be very good. I feel like we want these two. Now we need more like mid-cost stuff here. Early to mid-cost. Yeti. Shuffle 2 Enraged Yeti into our deck. What in the world? That seems broken. A 1-cost 5/5. When I'm summoned, grant me +1/+1 for each ally that has died. Also seems broken. Grant an ally and all ally copies of it +1/+1. Doesn't seem that great. Summon each Elnook in the top 10 cards of your deck. That could be good if you're losing really hard. I want these here. I'm starting to become a fan of the Freljord cards. I haven't used them at all, but they seem cool. Scribe of Sorrows. Draw a champion. That's just a Freljord card. How much is Ash? Ash is a 4-cost. I think we might want these. Mark of the Isles could also be good. Actually get us some Shadow Isles cards. Like, these two are both really good. But we want some more combat spells, probably. Let's go with these. I'm not very good at draft games. I tend to not do very well in any game I try and do drafts in. Because I just I pick the best cards usually, but the best cards don't necessarily make the best deck, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna try and build a good deck, but we might not end up with a good deck. When you summon an ephemeral ally, grant it +1/+1. That seems really good if we have a lot of ephemeral allies. Frostbite an enemy with 3 or less health. Gain an empty mana gem and heal your Nexus 3. That seems really good. Sure, combat spell in that. Now we're still lacking in the mid here. What do we got? I don't really want this guy. But I do want those. Ooh, I also want these. Let's go with these. Vile Feast is very good. Also, it stopped giving us Ionia. I guess it decided we didn't actually want Ionia. If 3+ allies have died this round, summon Vilemaw. I mean, this could be useful, but I don't know how often we're actually going to get to play it. Mighty Poro is pretty funny. When I'm summoned, grant other allied Mistwraiths everywhere +1/+0. I think we want this. The little boosts that Omen Hawk can give are really valuable. Plus Mighty Poro kind of adds to this mid-range we're trying to build up now. What do you do? Flash Freeze, Frostbite an enemy. I think we're gonna go with that one. Yeah, I think we're going with this. We have lots of battle spells. We need more. And as I say that, I really want this Black Spear, but... Icy Yeti. When I'm summoned, Frostbite enemies. No, I'm losing my frames again. What the heck? Must just have a really bad internet connection today. Not the day to stream, I suppose. When I'm summoned, Frostbite enemies with 3 or less health. That could be really good. Kill an ally, then revive it. See, that would be really good if we had like the Undying or something. Create in hand another Last Breath follower from any region. That could be useful as well. Sure, let's go ahead and go with this. Seems like maybe by reviving a follower, if he's got like a lot of negative effects on him, then he'll come back without the negative effects. Ruination could be big. But then we're gonna get the Stirred Spirits guy. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this. Alright, we can have more Omen Hawks. Create a copy in hand of an ally that died this game. Could be good. Summon an exact copy of an ally. It's ephemeral and 1/1. What use would we have for that? Do we have like anything that we would really want to summon? Like maybe if Ashe had died? If Ashe or Hecarim had died, then we'd really want them? Kinda like this guy. Because we have plenty of these frostbite spells. Let's go with that. Ooh, what? So now we trade cards? So we can just skip. Arachnid Horror? I don't want to trade Arachnid Horror for... I do want an Undying though. I don't want to get rid of my Yeti, so that trade is bad. I want an Undying. I want a Black Spear, but I don't want to get rid of my Arachnid Horror. What else do we have that's 2 cost here? We have an Arachnid Horror, Glimpse Beyond, a lot of archers, lots of spells, lots of Stirred Spirits. I wish we could get rid of that guy. And Vile Feast. How many spells do we have? 1, 2. We have 2 2-cost spells. I think we keep the Arachnid Horror, but we get ourselves an Undying. We have a lot of 1 cost, so I think this is a safe play. Yeah. Alright. So, how does this work from here? Select a champion? So loadout, I don't actually have any other loadouts. We don't want to surrender. So I heard that you have to lose twice in a row to actually lose. So I guess let's just go ahead and play. Our deck might be really bad. I don't know. We have a lot of spells that'll make us very annoying for people, and then we got some big stuff that can win us the game. Which is what I feel like you gotta do in this game type. Okay, we don't want that right now. Probably don't need 2 of these. I feel like we keep this guy. Or do we replace him? If we could get him in combination with an Undying, then he's very good. Do we have 2 of him or just 1 of him? I can't remember now. Let's keep him. Alright, we have our spider, Arachnid Horror, which is very good, I think. Scribe of Sorrows is bad to have this early. Ooh, there's Undying as well, so we got plays for the next few turns. And we got that extra mana to Frostbite anything? Frostbite an enemy with 3 or less health. Should be very useful.
Push back the darkness.
Really? Already? Well, I'm just gonna attack, because he doesn't have quick attack on my turn. And if he blocks this, then he's just foolish. Plus, if he's going to attack on his turn, then we could just frostbite him. How long does frostbite last? I think it just lasts, yeah, till the end of the round. So we probably want to summon the Undying this turn. We'll see if he attacks, because I do want to block. Let's go ahead. Frostbite Lucian. Ash over there is leveling up. And we'll block. Nice. Okay, we already took out his Lucian. That's a good start for us. And now we can summon the Undying. Let's go ahead and do that.
To the field.
Alright, so we could summon this or summon Chronicler of Ruin. If we summon anything, then he gets to summon stuff. I think we summon this guy. So we'll kill this. It'll come back, but at the start of the round, it should give me another one that's 3/3, if I'm not mistaken. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any mana to play our Frostbite card. What do you do? When I'm summoned, the enemy summons a Snow Hare. I mean, that just seems good for me. Like, I'm cool with a Snow Hare. Give me some free damage. Let's go. Because the good thing about this is I can just kill the Snow Hare. I don't know why this guy is wasting his time on the Snow Hare. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this guy might have a card to play, but then after that we should get a 3/3 Undying. Yeah, here we go. Plus we can play Glimpse of the Beyond on our Undyings. I think we got a pretty good deck here, actually. This kind of makes me want to play a deck like this. What are you? I don't like you. You have Overwhelm. Well, we could just play this guy and then he just won't attack this turn. Seems like a pretty good strategy.
A true Freljordian welcome.
I don't know how many times you have to frostbite stuff for Ash. Oh, I guess it tells you here. 5+ enemies. So we have 2 already. So he doesn't want to do anything. Which I think I'm cool with. So I think we just want to kill our Undying then and draw 2 cards. But which one do we kill? I think we kill the strong one. Or the weak one. Either or. Probably the strong one. I don't know. Weak one. Because we want it to actually trade well with his cards, I think. Plus we can get back one of those guys that killed our Undying the first time. Ooh, lots of combat spells. We like this. I don't think he can really play anything. I think we're in a good position here. Because next turn we can just attack immediately. Because I don't really want to summon this yet. We want to wait for more stuff to die. Yeah, go ahead and end the round. Mark of the Shadow Isles is actually going to be really good with the Undying. Now that I look at it. So let's just go ahead and attack. And then he can figure it out from there. Because we got Flash Freeze. We have Mark of the Shadow Isles. Brittle Steel won't work on this guy, but that's okay.
Come face me.
Now, do we want to Mark of the Shadow Isles this guy? What we should do is we should Mark of the Shadow Isles one of the Undyings. Because that way he'll get in 6 damage. Oh, plus we just win. So there's that. And he'll just die, and then he'll come back next turn as a 4/4. Oh yeah. Okay. This deck's actually pretty good. I feel like this is better than my real deck. I like this. Oh, we're also leveling up Piltover and Zon at the moment. I heard that a good strategy for leveling up your factions is to try and get everyone to about rank 4, because you're going to get a pack of wild cards at rank 4 for each faction. So it'll help you build whatever deck you're actually looking to build. Now, we probably don't want Elise. I think it's safe to say we don't want that. We want either another Hecarim or another Ash. Harsh Winds, Frostbite 2 enemies. That's not that great. But another Ash could be very valuable. Another Hecarim, when I'm summoned, revive the strongest allied champion. I don't want another Stirred Spirits. Can we have 4 Stirred Spirits? Does that work? I think we just want another Ash. I think we just go heavy on this Frostbite mechanic. Because it's really annoying for our opponent to deal with. Let's go pick up our rewards real quick. We got 2 rewards. It looks like, maybe. We might not actually have that second thing. Some shards. Okay, we do actually have this. So what you're trying to get to is this wild capsule over here, and it'll be at level 4 for every faction. And then after that, you can kind of just pick whatever faction you really want to play. Oh, we already have max Plaza Guards. Grant an ally elusive. Isn't there a Shadow Isles card? Oh, this does it permanently. That's cool. The Shadow Isles card only costs 1, but it only does it for 1 round. So that's interesting. Alright, we got 1 win. We're going for 7 wins, and the only way we can lose is if we lose twice in a row. So I'm feeling pretty good about our deck. We definitely have enough Frostbite cards to make Ash worth it. And you can see now we're playing against someone else who also has 1 win, so they have 3 champions as well. But our 3 champions just happen to be a duplicate. So we want the Yeti. He's good. We want the Hawk. I don't think we want him till later. No, he could be good. Actually, I like this hand. I think this is a good hand. Now we're going first. So I think we just summon Yeti immediately. So we can get those enraged. Oh, he's last breath, but still. We want to get those in as soon as possible. And then next turn we can also Hawk if we have no actual play. What is this? Give +1/+1 to a supported ally. Fair. So we'll boost the top 2 of our deck.
Feel the sizzle.
So we're just gonna go ahead and block so we can lose this Yeti as soon as possible. So that's gonna add 2 of those enraged Yetis to our deck. Okay, we already have Ash. Now we might just want to summon this guy now. Let's go ahead and summon this guy now. Unless he summons something with 3 power, then this guy will just get some free damage off. And we'll probably just summon our first Ash pretty soon. Because she's still annoying even if she's not upgraded. And she's at +1/+1. Our opponent seems pretty stumped at the moment. I feel like we actually made a pretty good deck here.
Break their spirits.
Okay.
Their soul.
That could be annoying, but he still can't block this guy. So I'm just gonna take my free damage, I suppose. Okay, so now we probably want to save our mana to frostbite things. Just in
Victory
case.
lies ahead.
So when he attacks, he gets +2/+2. I think we just wait. Because we could frostbite stuff. We could even kill something if we use both of these. So I think we just let him go, see what he wants to do. And if he's not doing anything insane...
You are toast.
Okay, he is attacking with everything.
I demand satisfaction. Hard and fair.
So...
Can't fight on an empty stomach.
Wait, what is happening? Okay. Is this permanent? Or at least... I don't know if that's permanent. If we block him, frostbite him... Why don't we just do this? And then we'll summon Ash in the end phase. I think that's fine.
Eyes bigger.
And now we are going to summon Ash. And this is a 6/4 Ash. This is pretty scary. Okay, so he does get to keep his +2/+2 for forever. Which could be annoying, but since we have Ash now, I don't think it's going to be nearly as annoying as he hopes it will be. So we'll save our 2 spells and we'll just straight up attack right away.
Show me a target.
Should be free damage. And Ash is going to start working on her level up. This guy's name is Old Manendorf. That's pretty funny. Alright, what are you gonna do? Like, you got some issues. Plus, we could just cast Shatter on this guy and deal 4 damage because he's Frostbite. That's so good. I love this. Maybe Frostbite's my new deck style. Either Frostbite Shadow Isles or Frostbite Ionia. Frostbite just seems so heavily control-y
My opponent.
that they can't really do much. Okay, what's he using? Give it +3 and barrier. So I think we need to frostbite him. Because I don't want Ash to die.
The time is right. Strike now.
Plus Ash will get another progress towards her level up. As well as my Ash in the deck. And I think we're just going to kill this guy now with our Shatter. Seems like the best move once he does whatever he's going to do. Because this is a slow spell. I didn't realize this was a slow spell. But he used quite a bit there. Just to try and kill Ash, and it didn't even work. So let's go ahead and kill that guy. He has no mana, so he can't do anything about it. I really want to summon this. Once we can summon this Shaman, then it's going to start getting really annoying for him. And... I don't really want the Stirred Spirits. Support is to the right. Yeah, so if we make sure that nothing is to the right of him, then it won't be a problem. So if he summons something, I don't think I care that much. I might just summon Shaman in response. Or I could summon Chronicler of Ruin. I really want Shaman on the field now, though. Because Shaman's just going to give us exponential progress towards Ash. Okay, that's pretty big. We might have to block that with Iron Harbinger. But I think this means we're going to bring out Shaman.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
We maybe should have just waited on Shaman. Because we're not going to use it to block. Really? You got 2 of those? Okay, that's going to hurt quite a bit. But he has 0 mana. Which means we can safely block with Shaman. So I'm thinking, well, he's gonna pull something. Yeah, that's annoying. Oof. And we don't have any cards to actually help that dude out. I think we just let it happen because I don't want to lose Ash or Shaman. I think that's fine. Now he looks like he's in a good spot, but now we're just gonna start frostbiting everything.
Sends chills up my spine.
And like, what has died this game that we might want to bring back? Do we want to attack immediately? Or do we want to... Maybe we save Scribe of Sorrows in case the Shaman dies and just attack immediately? So let's go ahead and do this. We need a bigger field though, because we need to make sure that he can't actually just overrun us and win. And we're out of spell cards that can actually help.
I see you there. Intruder, get him.
Now if he kills Ash, then we can just Scribe of Sorrows, bring her back, and then put her back on the field again. Is he gonna summon something?
For king
Garen.
and country.
I hate that. Alright, we need some blockers. What can we bring back with Scribe of Sorrows? Still think nothing at the moment. Next turn, Ash will evolve as well. And then I think this is going to become a huge problem for him. So let's bring out Stirred Spirits, and we'll probably bring out a second Stirred Spirits and Scribe of Sorrows. Really, you have another one of those? Jeez. Alright, we're gonna need a big field to be able to block all this guy's stuff. Why don't we do Scribe of Sorrows first, so I can figure out what we're actually pulling out. Oh, it does random. Okay. That's fine. So we have lots of blockers. Ash is gonna evolve right here. Garen can't strike, which is nice. Frostbite an enemy, then frostbite enemies with 3 or less health. So we want to play this if we can before he... If he doesn't attack immediately, we just play this and then he can't attack at all. Which just seems absurd. So hopefully he doesn't attack immediately. Yeah, this card seems broken. Just saying. Well, at least against his field, because it would frostbite literally everything.
We arrived as soon as we could.
Okay, so he did summon something. That thing is going to be able to attack. So we're going to play this. Wait, what? Frostbite an enemy, then oh, okay. So we could just frostbite this guy. If we could have saved that for our turn, then we would have won. Because frostbited enemies can't actually block. Ooh. Do I want to do that, or do I want to just let him go? I think we just let him go and summon something. Like Iron Harbinger. We just need to block up all of his units. Why is he still attacking with Garen? Okay, so we just need to block everything. Because next turn we could just frostbite all of his units and win. I don't really care about that, that's fine. Although I really would have liked to have blocked over there with Shaman. Everything is 5, really? My goodness. So I guess we have to lose Shaman here? There's no way that the Shaman can survive, huh? Dang. But I think we still win because Ash frostbites something on attack. So yeah. That seems good. Ooh. Do we want to summon you? No, I think we just pass. We need something that isn't this Chronicler.
Soldier is worth tenfold.
What does he have? He has 4 Demacia. That is not very good. But this will frostbite everything. I think. We have to let him summon, unfortunately, otherwise we can't win right here. That's okay. Yeah, we're still okay. I think we still have game right here.
There was hope.
What are you? Deal 2 damage to the enemy nexus?
Fuse is lit.
And then, so we are going to Frostbite Garen. And then it'll Frostbite everyone except for you, and then on Ash's attack will Frostbite you. I forgot to press OK. So he could summon a monster now, which would be the only way that I think he could survive. Ooh, but we have Glimpse, which could give us an extra 2 damage by killing this guy. So that's good. And then we just, oh, we just won. Okay, we're good.
Show me a target.
So just go ahead and attack. I should Frostbite this guy. Frostbitten enemies can't actually block, so that's gonna be game. Plus we got Glimpse, just in case he could have done something. Alright, well this deck definitely isn't optimal, but it's pretty good. I feel like it's pretty strong. Alright, before our choice, we're gonna go ahead and stop there.